2025 is going to be one of the most memorable years in our entire lifetimes. More things are going to come out, go mainstream. We're going to have the biggest bull run in possibly human history, and it's happening over the next 12 months. And I'm going to be breaking down my 2025 predictions in terms of what's going to be changing the world, um, and ideally, what is really going to happen to worldwide society over the next 12 months. And a lot of this is going to be breaking down AI, where the tech space is going, Bitcoin, digital currency, central bank or stable coins, and automation, because we're going to see more money being made over the next 12 months than we'll likely see over the past decade and future decades. And long story short, everything is gradual and then it's sudden. That's how success works. That's how everything works in life, where you work, 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 you get no results. You work, 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 you get no results. You work, 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 you get no results. And then preparation meets an opportunity, and then boom, just like that, change occurs. And this can happen in a small scale in an individual life, or this also happens large scale with the entire human race and society. And we've been through the last decade of the production of uh, clouds, iCloud storage, the internet, artificial intelligence, automation, self-driving cars. Now we have self-landing rockets. We now have decentralized people created, founded digital currencies that of which are surpassing the market capitalizations of nation states. We have a people-driven economy that now exists on the internet. This is disrupting and competing with the international banking system. And we have a lot of change that's occurring. And the reason why it's going to happen in 2025, the reason why it's going to happen so suddenly is because the entire economy, the entire world works and operates on 4-year market cycles. And these 4-year cycles happen directly proportional to monetary policy, the M2 money supply going up, and global liquidity. Now, I'm not going to be breaking all of that down. But all you need to know is every 4 years, we drug the economy, and everything that has been worked on and built over the last 4 years actually goes into fruition that year. And it always happens to occur when we begin the money printing cycle after a United States election. And we're entering that year where we are now seeing mass money printing, interest rates are going to be cooling off, and we're going into uh, a an economy where there's going to be the easing of policy, where capital is going to be more affordable, where people are going to be making higher risk investments, and people are going to begin levering up their investments, and this increases the economy, it increases productivity, and it also allows for new technologies to begin being not only just released, but also marketing campaigns to then market these products to the mass population. So the first thing I want to break down is Bitcoin. This is going to be the year of Bitcoin and stable currencies. We now have stable currencies that are operating, they're doing more volume, and services such as Starlink, for example, they use USDC as a railroad to pay for the service. And USDC, it now offers a lower take rate, which gives more, it allows Starlink to then either decrease costs for their customers or increase the compensation for their workers, their employees, and they no longer have to pay this crazy high take rate to the monopolies um, of Visa, MasterCards, and these intermediaries that have previously been the railroads for managing the transactions. So my one big prediction is that stable currencies are going to be mass adopted. You're soon going to be able to use stable currencies to purchase goods and services, whether it's goods and services, digital products, or digital services such as Starlink, or they're just you're purchasing goods from your local retail store, your local grocery store, retail store, small business. We're now going to begin seeing the ability to use stable coins as uh, a direct form of purchasing goods and services, similar to how we use Apple Pay today, and Apple Pay didn't even exist a decade ago. People didn't use Apple Pay. You weren't able to use your phone as a wallet 10 years ago, and that change suddenly happened, and nobody was even aware of it. We're going to see the same thing with cryptocurrencies and stable currencies. We're also going to see Bitcoin being the national reserve currency of the entire world. What that means is that we're now going to have financial institutions, we're now going to have nation states, countries, the United States, um, using Bitcoin as a savings technology, and they're going to begin holding it as a reserve asset, similar to what they used to do with the gold standard. And what this is going to do is this is going to make the value of Bitcoin go parabolic, where no one people only hold Bitcoin as an investment opportunity today, where now its utility is going to begin hitting the market, and this is going to get priced in throughout 2025. We've been seeing Bitcoin go parabolic over the last 2 to 3 months, which I also predicted 6 to 12 months ago. If you've been following my channel, which most of you haven't, because it's just blowing up because crypto's now blowing up. So that's my other prediction is Bitcoin's going to become a reserve asset as it is truly the best savings technology. And people, businesses, nation states are going to be holding a Bitcoin reserve. And that's essentially going to become how they're going to store their value. Apple's not going to be holding billions of dollars in cash. They're going to hold Bitcoin. And this transition is going to occur, and a lot of it's going to happen through 2025. And we're going to see the price of Bitcoin go parabolic due to this adoption effect. Um, Another prediction I want to make is X. The application X. X is going to become a super app. We're going to have Grok 3 that's going to release. This is going to be the best AI, essentially artificial intelligence tool, a learning language model that is going to be able to do an astronomical amount of things. And through X, it's going to be the best communication platform. It's going to be the best news platform. It's going to be the best fact checking platform. It's going to be the best AI platform. It's also going to be the best railroad platform when X Payments gets released, which is also going to be coming out in 2025. So it's probably going to be a banking platform. You're going to be able to store your money, use your capital, purchase goods and services through the platform of X. I also think that you'll likely um, I also think X is going to be a great place for people to lend and borrow capital. It's also going to be a place where you can store your digital assets through a connected wallet, and then you'll be able to operate on it similar to a marketplace. And I think this is going to start with X Payments, which will likely, and I'm predicting it's going to be released throughout 2025, along with Grok 3, which is going to come out in Q1 of 2025. Grok 3 is going to blow ChatGPT out of the water. They've already proven to essentially build a larger, a sustainably more power training tool, essentially using more computing power that wasn't previously even, they blew the minds of Google, OpenAI, and these other companies, and they did something that all of them weren't able to do. And now they're training this learning language model that's going to come out over the next 3 months, and that is going to be revolutionary. I also predict, I don't know if this is going to happen in 2025, but I also think it's possible that Grok 3 could become or we could also analogize it with like Siri, is we're now going to have AI agents. And an AI agent is going to be almost like a virtual assistant where you're going to be able to go on your phone, hit the button, and you're going to be like, "Hey, can you order? I need a ride from the airport tomorrow at 10 a.m. Can you order an Uber and have it dropped off to my home?" And it's going to automatically order an Uber, schedule it, or to pick you up from the airport and bring you home. Now, to tie in with that, we're also going to have automation in self-driving vehicles. This is going to be the year where self-driving cars, autonomous cars, are going to go completely mainstream. Where over the next through 2025, but over the next 3 to 4 years, in a long scale, we're soon going to see more self-driving cars than we're going to see normal gas powered vehicles that are not self-driving. This is also going to happen. Most of the change is going to occur during 2025. I'm also going to predict uh, that Tesla, for example, is going to, if it uses like 10% of capital to buy Uber, it's essentially, this is a total guess, but we're going to have these huge company acquisitions occur where we're then going to combine the self-driving vehicles with the AI with the actual service, and these three things are going to be combined through these acquisitions that I think are going to occur in 2025, which is going to also massively increase the change that we're going to see throughout the year. So those are just a couple of things that really excite me. Another thing that I want to predict, and I've been pushing this with a lot of my crypto rants, is that we're now going to begin seeing digital economies. And a lot of this is going to be through crypto gaming. I also think that crypto gaming is going to be one of the hypiest and also the most mass adopted um, and the most profitable industry over the next 12 months, where we're going to begin seeing people operate in the digital economy through a video game, very similar to Ready Player One. And the games that have been developed over the last 4 years are going to become models to then produce future economies that are going to essentially become the metaverse, where you're going to have a digital world, a digital realm, you're going to have digital real estate, there's going to be digital currency associated with that economy, there's going to be a marketplace within that economy. The company itself generates revenue through the commissions that are charged to operate on the marketplace. So in order to participate, you have to pay the fees, and then the fees create the revenue to then pay the developers. And this new economy through cryptocurrency is all going to start with crypto gaming. I think it's the best utility, the best use case for blockchain technology to see mass adoption. And this adoption is going to happen today because it's now a seamless onboarding experience where there is so many computer science challenges and user interface challenges to in order to get the average person to be able to use the technology without having to actually learn all of the difficult and the difficult processes of self-custodying a wallet, figuring out how to open a wallet, converting US dollars through a centralized exchange into the native token, sending the token to your wallet, then paying a gas fee to operate in the game currency, and then the actual game wasn't even fun. So there were so many problems where there wasn't a seamless on-ramp for the average user, and now there is a seamless average or a seamless on-ramp for the user, where now all you have to do is just download the game, download the software, download the metaverse or whatever the entity is, and simply by operating it, a wallet is automatically created with your connected account. If you want to operate in the self-custody wallet, you have the ability to do so, and this is going to be revolutionary. And I think that these games are going to be the base case models or essentially the metaverse and digital economies to then grow and scale further in the future, such as GTA 6, which we have no idea when it's going to come out, but I think that rollout is going to have an in-game currency, an in-game economy, an in-game marketplace, and you're going to be able to transact, do business, communicate, hold meetings, and there's going to be real estate within that digital world where you're going to have to own the real estate to get access to it, and there's going to be essentially different rooms of hierarchy where you can only access certain rooms if you only own the real estate or the NFT. And we're going to begin seeing the real world operate in these digital realms, and this is going to occur with the innovation of blockchain technology. I think we're going to see the first success stories of that happening through video games, and that's going to happen in 2025. Now, I don't think it's going to be full blown metaverse instantly in 12 months, but I do think this is going to be a huge breakthrough stepping stone that is then going to lead to that foreseeable future. Other than that, Bitcoin's going to the moon. We're currently sitting at $102,000. We broke 100K. It's been consolidating, sold off to 93,000. I think that Bitcoin, like I said before, is going to be the biggest success story of the year, as it is. Bitcoin is the future, man. So those are my predictions for 2025, and let's see how many of them hit. And that's the video. Peace out.